Hi everyone, hope you're having a great weekend. Today is July 6th, 2024. So last week we actually had a pretty good week in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ finished up just over 3%. The S&P actually didn't do too bad as well. It finished up almost 1.5%. And the IWM finished down almost 1.5%, 1.6% looks like here. And the interesting thing here is this was a holiday week, so really only had 4 trading days. The market was closed for July 4th. If we want to run a scan and actually see what kind of moved the market last week, so we're looking in the NASDAQ 100 here, and I'm looking at a price change of at least 5% over the last 5 bars. And it brings up 11 stocks that actually gained 5% in the last week. And you'll notice quite a few of these are all stuff in the chip sector, AMD, Broadcom, on semiconductor, all those. But this is one way that you can see kind of what was leading last week, what was doing really good. If we want to take a look at the ES futures, we can see they're really still in this upward trend that I've drawn here. And this trend actually goes back really roughly to the middle of April. And it's just staying in this trend right here. If we want to look at the NASDAQ, it's kind of the same thing. Even though I do not have some trend lines drawn here, it's kind of doing the same thing. The Russell has actually been trading flat. If we go back to our 1-hour chart here, it's really been kind of in this same range here. If we want to check out the news for next week, not really much going on Monday. Fed Chair Powell is actually testifying on both Tuesday and Wednesday. It looks like at 10 o'clock. Thursday, you have CPI and unemployment. And then Friday, you have the PPI. Another thing to look for on Thursday, anytime you have an FOMC member speaking, they can say things to spook the market and move it. And you're going to have that actually on Wednesday and Thursday right here, as well as Tuesday. So need to watch out for that. So here we're looking at the call volume and open interest that was at the end of the trading day on Friday, July 5th for the SPX. And we can see, there's a considerable amount of open interest at the 5550 as well as the 5600. And we actually had a decent amount of volume in those 5600 calls yesterday. And then this is going to show the put side right here. Had a decent amount of volume at the 5400. And I've also built a, gamma exposure into this chart as well, or an Excel file. I do have it shared on the inside the Patreon. I'm still kind of working out the kinks of it, but it is available for anybody that's a current Patreon member. They'll be able to see that if you want to mess around with it. And so we'll look at some cash secure put trades. So this is actually 2% out of the money and July 19th expiration. It's going to be 13 days to expiration right now. And we'll actually look at the same thing on this, what I like to call the weeklies here, which is just the S&P 500 stocks that offer weekly options expiration. So I've explained what all of this is before, but I'll try and kind of go over it again. I guess a couple of things I haven't mentioned here. A lot of the conditional formatting that I have things that kind of turn a certain color. So the delta, if it's below 30, it'll highlight green. The RSI, if it's below 40, it'll be kind of a light blue. And if it's below 30, it'll be a dark blue. And then I think I have above 70, it's a light red. The IV percent here, if it's below 50, I think if it's above 50, it's green. And I'm guessing if it's below 30, it'll show up as red. And then the earnings right here, this is going to be trading days, actual trading days. So if this is 15 days, that means that's 15 trading days away. And it will give you the actual date of the earnings. If it says 30, that just means that it's greater than 30 days away. So if it says 30 days, this is not the actual earnings date. It just means it's more than 30 days away. So that's all I have for you today. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and bye.